Hello, my wonderful inquisitive scientists. How are you today? Oh, great. How many of you are enjoying this month of May so far? Oh, you're right. It must still be good since we just started. I'm enjoying this month so far because we're doing something special here at SF Loves Learning. Do you remember in March when I started asking you to submit your own questions and ideas for the show? Some of you do and some of you don't. That's okay. It was quite a while ago now. Well, some of you actually did submit questions, and I'm excited to share that I have plenty of questions for us to answer. I'm so thrilled to learn so many new things with you. This week, we'll be addressing 3 different questions together, and all of these questions have something in common. I'm not going to make you guess this time. I'm just going to tell you. All of our questions this week are related to our big, beautiful blue sky. You know, that thing above us that has different weather patterns? Well, today we're actually going to answer the question, why is the sky blue? A first grade scientist from Lafayette Elementary School submitted this question, so I hope we can help them out. Let's first start by writing down our question, and then I'll show you what I have planned for today. Why is the sky blue? Why is the sky blue? And we end with a question mark. Great, so we have our question written down. So let me explain what I want us to do. I already did some research on this question, so I'll share what I've learned, and then we'll do an experiment that will help us see why the sky is blue. How does that sound? I'll share my research and we'll run an experiment. Okay, awesome. In order to share my research, we need to learn or review, for many of you, some words and concepts that will help us understand the question and its answer. To understand why the sky is blue, we're going to discuss the word particles, light, and the rainbow. Yes, you heard that right. We're going to talk about the rainbow today. But we'll start with a definition first. How many of you have heard of the word particle? Oh, quite a few. For those that don't know what that means, particles are small portions of matter. It's actually where we get the word part from. Particles are just a really small part of something bigger, like party confetti. They're just particles of paper. So remember the word because it'll be important. The next concept I want to discuss is light. I'll pick that up in a second, scientists. We've learned about light and light sources when we studied shadow boxes a while ago. Do you remember doing that? Yes, that's right. So when we're talking about light, when we're learning about the sky, what light source are we talking about? Eso, we're talking about the sun as our light source in the sky. An important fact about light is that it is made with all of the colors of the rainbow. You might be wondering, how does that make sense? If you were to turn on a light right now, you wouldn't see all of the colors of the rainbow, but it would look kind of white, right? Right, so the color white is actually all of the colors of the rainbow mixed together. Can we name off a few of the colors of the rainbow while I set up my poster again? All right, you do that. Ooh, I hear the colors, So it sounds like you got most of them. Oh, I guess that paper doesn't want to stay up, scientists. So the colors of the rainbow are red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet, or many of you know it as purple. But like I said, when they're all mixed together, they look white. So what does this have to do with our big blue sky? I knew you were wondering about that. Well, our sun emits or shines white light. And we just learned that white light is actually the colors of all the colors of the rainbow. So wouldn't that mean that the sky should be white, like clouds? But it's not, right? And that's where the particles come in. These particles, or small pieces of matter, are in the air, and when the sun hits them, we see blue. Does that make sense? Oh, do we need to see the experiment that'll help us out? Okay, great. Well, let me get our supplies together. We're also going to turn off the lights so that you can see the results more easily. All right, scientists, So for this experiment, we have some water, we have a light source, and some milk. If you notice, there is nothing blue here. We're inside of a brown cardboard box, and there's nothing blue. So I'm going to shine the light source on the water, and this is going to be like our sky. We're going to pretend the water is the sky. So I'm going to shine the light. Do you see any blue? Me neither. So this is where the particles come in. I'm going to add some particles, and today these particles are going to be milk. Just a little bit. Like that. So I didn't put very, very much. And I forgot to get something to mix it with. So we're going to mix it up to make sure our particles are dispersed all the way through. And we're not going to drink this experiment. And let's see if this gives us the blue tinge that we're looking for. I'm going to point it. Do you see that? Or is it just, let me see, let me point it this way. Do you see how the water looks blue now? This is it without the light. And this is with the light. Wow. I wonder if we add some more particles, will it change the color? All right. More particles in the air. Maybe it's winter and people have all their fireplaces going. Let's see if that changes the color at all. What do you think, scientists? I think it got a little bluer too. Interesting. Well, let's get the lights back on before we conclude our learning for today. So, scientists, what did we learn today about light and the sky being blue? Yes, wow, you are all very impressive. We learned that particles in the air cause the white light from the sun to look blue to us. When we see sunsets with other colors, that could mean that there are more particles in the air. How cool. I'm so glad that this young scientist from Lafayette Elementary submitted this question. I hope we answered it. Tomorrow, we'll start answering another question from another scientist. I can't wait. Scientists, please enjoy the rest of the program, y nos vemos tomorrow for some more learning about our big blue sky.